there we go. Okay. All right. Again, my name is Salonia House. Let me tell you a little bit about myself first and why I'm up here talking to you, because you all going. Okay. So first, I am a fitness instructor. I own my own dance fitness studio in Henderson, North Carolina. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of history on how that came about. Everyone's been speaking kind of back to life, and where everything started. And when you're young, you have no idea why you're here. So in these days, we have so much media, you don't know where you belong, so you try to fit in kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
So what the media is kind of putting out is you fit in where everyone else seems to be fitting in. When I was a child, none of that worked. Okay, the cute girl club didn't work. The quiet girl club didn't work. So church kind of fit in for me. I couldn't sing, I couldn't preach, but I could learn. I could read. I could pick up, and I could take it and twist it and apply it to life. I was always able to do that. So as life went on, my mom was overweight all her life. I've never known my mother to be small. She had high blood pressure. Then she had diabetes. Now, through all of this, of course, we're going back and forth to church. We're praising. We're in revival. We're in afternoon service. We eating after afternoon service. Yeah. Evening service. Then she developed diabetes where she had to have insulin. So now she's on blood pressure medication. She's on insulin now, and then her kidneys failed.
What happened?
She had high blood pressure. She had diabetes. She first had diabetes where she would take medication, and then her diabetes progressed to where she had to take insulin. The combination of her high blood pressure and her diabetes caused her kidneys to fail. But that was all a combination of bad eating. So she went to church, she took care of children, she worked 2-3 jobs, of course, it was 4 of us. She worked. She was a good person at heart, but she did not take care of her what? Her temple. Her temple. So what we seem to forget sometimes is this temple that we have, this gift that we have to take care of it holistically. Amen. Mind, body, spirit. So you got your mind, you got your spirit, you forget your body. And you praying to God, and God is telling you, yes, I bless you with this body. Yes, I'll be there for you. Yes, I will supply all your needs. But you must do your part. You must do your part. So my mom forgot that part. My mom said, look, I prayed, and I'm going to eat this Twinkie. I prayed, and I'm going to go ahead and serve. I prayed, I'm going to go ahead and eat pork chops. The Lord is not going to let this happen to me. But was it the Lord letting it happen to her? No. And see, this is what I didn't know as I was growing up. And my mom went through a whole lot with depression, with emotional instability. But because of her eating habits, her illness, one affecting the other, my mother's no longer with us. So at 55, it was actually, in the end, it was a heart attack. Mind you, all this time, my first job, terrible. I was terrible with, little children, just like, oh, okay, go. Then I had my own, of course, I got better at dealing with children. And when I had my first son, I said, you know what, this is where I need to be. I'm not an ambitious, I need money 24 hours a day. I need to make money and chase money 24 hours a day. But society was telling me that's what I should be as a black woman. I should be chasing money every day. I should be headstrong. I should have my finger up in the air, doing this, and that. But when I became a mother, when I brought forth life, I said I have a responsibility. Not only to this child, but to the people, to my future. What is my part in this world? And that brought me back to the church. That brought me back to, you're missing something. I lost my mother. I lost my husband. I lost my home. I lost my car. Mind you, through all this, I kept up with my fitness. I kept up my studio, which is all that I have right now. So I lost my house, I have a studio. And people that were in business before me, that helped me along the way, out of business. People that talked down about me, out of business. People that said I couldn't do it because I wasn't the right size, that society said. I had already been living against society standards already anyway, so I didn't pay that any mind. They're out of business, and they're trying to figure out why is this woman still in business, because my purpose is bigger than the money they're making. My purpose is bigger than the rent that is owed. My purpose is bigger than what people say about me. My purpose. So I know, even those days I can't get out the bed and I would pay somebody to come drag me out. You know, we have those days, don't we? The enemy telling you?
Yes.
We have those days. I have them too.
Yes.
But I have a purpose. There are people that need me to push this through. So while I was growing up and while I was getting my life together, every job I had was related to the health field. Every single job. And I couldn't figure out why. I applied for this over here. Why can't I get this? Why can't? Because God had his own plan. But it wasn't my plan. I wanted my plan to work my way. Society is telling me I'm supposed to go out here and drive this, do this. He took all that away. Give me that house, give me that car, because you're missing it.
Yes.
I need you to do this. So I'm here in front of you today to tell you that my mom passing, me losing things, me going certain ways, me being in pain, all that is too. And everything you're going through is part of a plan for you to live your purpose. So when they tell you you're supposed to have this and you're supposed to have that, it's not what they say. It's what God says.
That's right.
My children and I, we haven't had cable. How long, guys? Yeah, it's been years. It's been years that we haven't had cable. But now that they're growing up, their interests, the way they look at life, the way they're respectful to other adults, to other children, it all paid off because they didn't have that.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, but I thought I was the worst mother in the world.
Nope.
Who does not have cable for their children? Who cannot get their children $200 shoes? Me.
Right.
My children will tell you now, we will go and buy shoes for $25, $30. And they will wear them with style.
That's right.
Because they know now that's not their purpose.
Right.
That's not their purpose. And they hear every day, you're a wonderful gentleman. Your mother must have done a wonderful job. Your mother and father, I've been divorced since they were 3 and 1. That wasn't me though. That wasn't me. I was horrible. That wasn't me. But my purpose. God said, okay, I got this. You continue doing what you gotta do. I got this with them. And I'm standing here today before you telling you, yes, I'm a business owner. I'm more broke than you could possibly imagine. But I wake up happy.
Yes.
I wake up with a reason. I wake up with a purpose. So my purpose in this is, like I said, I can't preach, I can't sing, but I can dance. And I'm fit as a fiddle. I am 43 years old, standing here in front of you.
Yes.
I'm on no medication. I am on no medication for my physical health at all. No blood pressure, no diabetes, no high sugar, none of that at all. But only because I treat my body as a temple. So while she can preach, while he can play, while he can sing, while he can talk, while he can rap, while everyone is doing their part, my part is to remind all of you that you have a responsibility in this. You have a responsibility past your body that's here. You have a responsibility to the life you bought forward. You have a responsibility to the life that other people have brought forward. You have a responsibility to God because he didn't put you here just to play and eat. Okay? So I know all of you sitting here saying, she ain't gonna take my pork chops away. I ain't playing with her. I can't give up red meat. I have heard it all. I really have heard it all. I've heard I do not have time to work out. I have heard that. But you have to think, as a young person, we all know we can go to McDonald's and Wendy's in the same day and not gain an ounce.
Yeah.
Right? But when we're younger, we can do all of that stuff. Right? You can sleep, 10 minutes and wake up and go. Right? On the weekend, you can go to this party. You can take your little bag with you, sleep over at the friend's house for a couple hours. Boom, you go the next day. You can go on vacation and pack a little plastic bag and go from here to here to here. We can't, no. We can't do that no more. No. Okay? You got little cookies and you feed the baby cookies, you can't do that no more. No. And I'm going to tell you why. First, we're going to start with women. Women, your body is the home for new life. Okay? So when our body is young, we need all those extra calories and all that extra energy because we're going to be childbearers. Your body's being prepared to be making children, right? Okay, so we need that extra stuff, the extra iron, the extra calcium. So every month, our body begins to hold all the good stuff here because it's waiting for life. It's making a home and it's waiting. No one comes to occupy. Then all that is let go, right? But when we get to an age afterwards, after we've already made life and we can, settle down, we can't keep eating like we still bringing forth life. We can't keep eating like we still gonna grow. We have grown into our potential. So we can't eat like a teenager growing into a woman any longer. But our taste buds say, yes, we can. But the commercial says, have it your way. But the commercial says the big bacon burger. But your body says, mm-mm. But your pants say, I can still fit my pants. The dryer shrunk those, but I can still fit those other ones. I can't run behind my son anymore. Well, I don't need to no more. He's big enough to run behind himself. We all know this because I had children. What, your children, 17 and 20? Well, my sister eat this, and it's just we big boned. Your bone ain't hanging over the front of your pants. That's not a bone. But these are things we tell ourselves because we have prioritized that more important things are going on in life, right? More important things. I work. I don't sit at home. I eat every day. I make sure my children eat every day. And then you look at your children. Your child can't even play with the other children. Your child is 8, we're in size 14. Your child's sippy cup is full of Mountain Dew. Your child's report card says you can't pay attention. Why? What we're feeding them. Because now, we're going to go back again. We're going to go back to life. We're going to see how life has changed over these years. Remember our grandparents? They were home. They were home. I remember my grandmother. I would go to sleep, she was up. I would wake up, she was up. Like, where in the world does this woman sleep? Let me just eat this bacon and not ask no questions. Because that woman moved. She mowed 1.25 acres with a push mower. No jet propelled, just a push mower. And her gauchos and her straw hat. We don't do that now. Now we gotta go to work. So we get up, we microwave something, or we go through the drive-thru. Here, kids take this, here, kids take that. Get out the car. Let's go on this way. I'm gonna go to my job. I'm gonna stay there for 8 hours. I'm gonna come pick you up from the babysitter, then I'm gonna take you back home to stay with your grandma, and I'm gonna go to my second job. Because these bills have to be paid, but there's a bigger bill you got. There's a bigger bill you have that you're neglecting, raising those children, healthy, putting them forth into the world, healthy here. And we forget about it because the world has taken you away from life. It's taken you away. Adam and Eve had everything to live, everything. You have everything. God blessed us with everything. Yeah. Brother J.O. is always reminding people of food that gives you life. Fast food It's not even food. It's not even food. My father's 79 years old, and we have to cover his eyes. He's still a mess. 79 years old, but he refuses to eat fast food. He refuses. He just had like one surgery last year, but he's healthy as a horse because he does not want to eat fast food. Now, I'm not telling everybody, go quit your job and stay home, because that lady at that church said. I'm not telling you that, but what I'm telling you is prioritize. Make time for your body. Make time for your health. Make time for life. Because, and I tell my children all the time, my job is not that thing I go to that pays me. That's not my job.
All right.
My job is what I left in the home before I went to that thing that pays
That's
me.
right.
I'm not going to chase that money. When I stand here and I tell you I don't know how I'm still in business, I don't know how I am still in business. I have no idea. If you came to me and said, how would I do this? Honey, you pray, because I have no idea. I don't know how they do it. I'm going to tell you how I did it. Sit down, mind my business, and let him take care of what he's taking care of. I take care of what I take care of. But as far as your body goes, your family's body goes, and you're thinking, something ain't right, listen. Listen. Something's not right. You don't have to be a certain size. You don't have to be a certain size. You're thinking, oh, I'm a size 5, I'm good.
No.
Society tells you that's what healthy looks like. These models that are a size 1 are shooting up all kinds of stuff, are skipping meals for days. If they finally ate, they would have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
They would have, because their body would not be able to handle food.
Right.
So don't ever think that. So guys, you see, oh, you're supposed to look like this girl in the video. They got those video girls with half their clothes on and shaking this and shaking that. And half of it is not even real.
Right. That's right. That's right. More than that. That's right.
They wouldn't pay for somebody to stick that stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then they got you out here saying, my body's not beautiful because I don't look like that.
Right.
Oh no, your body is gorgeous in here. Because when you take care of it inside, the outside has no choice but to follow.
Right.
Absolutely no choice. When God is taking care of you here, I don't care what you look like. Are you beautiful?
Yeah.
You are beautiful to people. You feel beautiful. You cannot feel ugly. You cannot if you're doing it from the inside out. So when we go back to life, we have to go back to what gives life. We have to go back to what continues life. We have to go back to what makes life more vibrant. What brought you here in the first place, okay? We have to go back to basics. We have to go back to making us number one. You making God number one, you have to make what he made in his image number one. Because you go to that job, oh, I'm clocking all this overtime. I tell you, if you trip on the way to clock that overtime, there'll be somebody in your seat.
That's right.
Before the seat get cold.
That's right.
If you die, they ain't worried about your children, they ain't worried about your bills at home, which will still be there waiting for somebody else. They ain't worried about, well, who's gonna cover her shift?
That's right.
They think about you. And you, I'm getting this money. No, you're not. Miss that payment. I'm driving this car, miss that payment. I got this house, miss that payment. So it's not worth it. Because what we have done to our body is we have such a deficit now. We get to a certain age and we're thinking, because this is a new thing with society, I'm gonna go on the 7-day diet.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Zumba 1 day a week. And I'm gonna wear a waist trainer. Okay, I did that for a week and I have seen no weight come off. We don't even teach each other about fitness anymore. So when they come into my studio, they come in with the, girl, how long is it gonna take me to lose 50 pounds? They see my picture, my before and after, because after I got divorced, Mr. Oreo cookie and cream and and myself, we had a hot tart affair. Every night after the kids would go to sleep, we would meet in the kitchen with some whipped cream and strawberries, and we would get it in. The kids, Mom, what you doing? Shh. My time, because it was my what? Treat. Yeah. Well, my treat showed up all over the place. And my uncle passed away, God rest him, and they were taking pictures, and they showed a slideshow with some pictures, and it was this fat woman on the screen with my dress on. I said, who's the fat lady with my dress? It was me. It was me. Because I had put myself to the back, to go to work, to do this, to do that, to take care of the children, and I had not noticed I was going down the same road my mother went down. I was going to put my children through the same thing I had to go through, and it had to stop. It had to stop. But it can happen in the blink of an eye. It feels like, but it didn't. It took me some years to work up those pounds. Some hard work, some hours of eating. I didn't quit. I put in some time. But when you come in and it's time to get healthy, you gotta put in that time. Yes. That one come in, take a 30-minute class. It didn't work. I can't anymore. I have to work. But if you're not healthy, you can't work. Thank you. You can't work. If you're not eating the right things, you can't even stay up through work. So what I'm telling you here is, I'm an example. I'm not telling you because I'm 20 years old, never had a child, never been sick, or never knew anyone that was sick, or don't have any big people in my family. I'm telling you because I know it's a struggle. It's a struggle for us, and it's sad that it is, but it's a struggle for us to think of us on the inside first, because society has us thinking about what's on the outside first. That is not what's most important. When you put God first and you prioritize, believe me, it's going to all fall into place. If you say, Lord, I want to make time. I want to make time for my body and my health. You'll make it. I want to have enough money where I can buy healthier foods instead of going out and buying 99 cents. It'll come. You prayed for that Escalade, didn't you? You prayed for that house, didn't you? You prayed for the weeds and nails and everything. Lord, I need to treat myself. So now you got your nails done, you got your pedicure, you can't see your feet. Cause your back hurt. You bend over, can't catch your breath. We can't do this to ourselves anymore. We cannot do this to ourselves and to our future. I'm seeing 13-year-old girls graduate from the 8th grade, 250 pounds. That girl is hurting inside. She's hurting. Not because she's 250, but because if you drive yourself to eat that much, there is something missing. And she's in church every Sunday. She don't know her purpose, though. She don't know her purpose. But is that the end for her? No. Because we're here. My part, like I said, it took me 35 years to figure out that I've been banging my head up against a brick wall trying to go the other way. It took me 35 years to figure out that I'm supposed to be different from everybody else. That I wasn't supposed to fit in that cookie mold. That I wasn't supposed to, because I was supposed to be here doing what I'm doing today. Because that's what God said. So I want you all, if you leave with anything about nutrition, health, and fitness today, if you leave with anything, I want you to put the same energy that you put into getting money, that you put into showing people how successful you are, that you put into encouraging people to get a job. Oh, this person is just lazy. Put the same energy into making your body the best it can be, so you can be the best you can be. You'll be amazed how good you feel after you work out, after you have a healthy meal, after you have had a healthy diet for a week, 2 weeks. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. And I want you to start with for our young people, because we don't have a chance with our young people in these schools, but for our young people, we used to call food junk food, y'all remember? Yeah. Adults call that, that's exactly what we've been eating, junk. So when you say you're gonna go treat yourself to some pineapple. Go treat yourself to some expensive kiwi. Go treat yourself to the best salad, a greener salad. Yeah, it's gonna cost more, but that's your treat. Your body will love you for it. So when you're gonna eat junk, say, you know what, I'm gonna stop eating healthy and I'm gonna put some garbage in my body. Watch how your eating habits change, okay? And every now and then, take those children, just like you're taking them to church for their spirit, take them for a walk. Talk to them. Listen to them, because that's the time they're on the phone, on the computer, eating. That's the time they're off being depressed, being hurt, missing whatever it is that we used to be able to tell our mom because we didn't have a TV, or tell our grandma because there was a storm and she turned everything off. Right. Or tell our grandma because mom was out working and she was babysitting and grandma wasn't at the club. Then,
Right. Right.
let's go back to life, the way life should be.
Yeah.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen. Thank you all so much for your time.